In with Gen G's composition, and I do like the way that Gen G pilot that one. Their first instance where they come out in Pacific, it was a pick by DRX, and Gen G absolutely smacked the living daylights out of them. So I was always a bit of a fan of how they were piloting it a little bit differently to others at that point in time. But similarly, you know, when there's the Astra in play, we see teams like T1 running it because it gives Meteor a little bit more of that autonomy, as opposed to him running in with the Viper that we generally see as his kind of flexing agent. So I don't know. I think it's harder for teams to kind of play an Astra better than it is to play a Viper better, for example. So I'd have to say I probably like Viper's a bit better.
Well, Whiteclap already straight in there, able to find the opening onto Fixie, so it's a little bit of neon on neon action very, very early on. But it looks like ZipDo are still relatively keen on staying, as we do see a waltz down mid, so they've completely pulled out here. If Jar is able to get a catch, it could be a pretty decent result. They're going to be walking straight into the Lion's Den, but obviously being in that one and done position, it does open up the B side for some contention, but they're going to be quick onto the retake you'd expect.
Yeah, Team Secret too for a retake without the solo controller in an Astra, by the way, is a question mark. It's a bit of a strange choosing.
One enemy
They're going straight into sight, and the floor has been wiped. Yeah. Very quick round. ZipDo obviously get that spike plant, but yeah, not really a hell of a lot of action. Well done from Team Secret Academy.
Yeah, I mean, when I compare comps, right, and I compare sort of brain theories as well, Team Secret themselves are running in with the Deadlock as the Sentinel with the Omen, Viper, Neon, and Fade. So that's still, again, a bit of a slight difference here, where you've got the double Duelist being run in from Team Secret Academy. I'm just trying to think, does anybody run double Duelist besides that weird MIBR raise Yoru composition? I'm not 100% sure. There's a Waylay Yoru, I remember that one. But I don't know if there's a Neon Yoru, actually. Well, Apex. But they're also relegated. EDG, there you go, it's EDG.
Shadows.
Okay. Thank you, Big Brain.
I got you.
We're listening, we're paying attention. But ZipDo is still trying to make this one work. Fixie obviously going for the hero Bucky and hasn't really quite paid off for him. We did manage to get a little resurgence into there, but the unfortunate reality is that your Sage and old mate Fade haven't gone into the site with you. So good response. White Cat is going absolutely ham. I think he's what? Is he 6-0 already?
This is what I'm talking about a little bit earlier, though, right? It's a player that is a little bit unknown historically, right? So there's a question mark on what he's going to be able to do in the Team Secret Academy team. While I'll also add, they do lose their first series to Naus 2-0. The other two series that they've played have both been 3 mappers with some pretty close ones in there. So maybe we are in for a day of 6 maps, depending on how much ZipDo, I think, probably slack in the series. I think that's probably the more way it'll be framed.
Bring them down. I'm out of here. We're good.
Straight out. Looking for that fight early. And no one's gone for it. They've all pulled it. Not happy to engage. As everyone just hangs out. Sees if anything will occur further. Lloyd Dream able to find that one onto Fixie, who has been, I think, the first death all 3 rounds so far. Good for your duelist to be entering in, but Whitecat getting another. Actually does recover the Vandal here as well, so this is looking very, very good for Team Secret Academy. ZipDo hasn't got any space.
I mean, this was one of the problems when the map first come out, wasn't it? It was the defenders just recognizing they go for this mid control and mid space and pressure around. And for Fixie, he's just been sent to the Shadow Realm first, time and time again, entering death.
Imposter killed.
I will follow.
There's no way. Okay, Emin should not have had 2 kills just then, but he did. And I respect it. Hot Sauce won't be getting any, though, himself. And Team Secret Academy have walked away with 3. I was almost expecting it to be a clean 5 alive out the back of the bonus, which is a pretty incredible feat to be thrown out early on. But yeah, look, these guys are looking pretty bloody sharp, aren't they?
I mean, they didn't even have bad weapons going into this, right? 3 Guardians and an Outlaw. It is certainly workable when you're not really getting too much on your attacking sides. No plants and that sort of thing in the second round. Just the first pistol. Doesn't really eventuate to some great success, unfortunately. So it's kind of the best start that you do want for Team Secret here. Building up your ultis, building up your economies, just shutting down time and time again. Got Reezer out in the wing that just gets caught off guard by even just a single swing. Don't think Lloyd Dream even peeked behind past Schofield there.
Battle Sage. Love to see it. The OG agent.
No flame, but that's when you were good.
That was when I was good, bro. Conky, Sage, and Omen. Man,
Conky,
those
Sage,
were
and Omen
the
with
days.
the operator.
Oi, oi, oi. Fixie, though. Okay.
When he's allowed
Shot
to survive.
back. Yep. He's gotten something done.
And Jar has
there's a
actually
little bit of
spotted himself.
space.
Seen the ponytail. He's got a
Very
res. Can
good.
he use it? This is where things get wild and wacky because they're going to have to get through mid. What an adjustment. And no, it's all falling over.
Yeah, it really is. Emin does manage to find one back, and that's going to be a Vandal in tow. But yeah, they
Second
really
as well
could
on
have
the
done
floor.
with that resurrection. You're exactly right. Weapon secured. White Cat in position, though. Paranoia
enemy
doesn't
remaining.
connect.
Oh my
he
lord.
is
Down
quite
B.
good at the game.
30 seconds
Narrowly
left.
misses the second shot. Fast lane goes down. Hot Sauce is going to go for it, but White Cat, he's my new
Have
favorite
we-
player.
Have we just found this guy in ranked somewhere on the leaderboards as Team Secret Academy? Like, is that where he's come from? The way that he's piecing together just these sharp reactive shots? Is he one of these aim lab freaking youngins? You know, just tap, tap, shoot, tap. He's just hitting headshots all day. Up on the
Definitely one of
leaderboards.
those like Twitter accounts, you know, at Yuki Aim, picture of like an
Yeah.
anime character. 14 or something. I don't know, man. But
What's,
there's like,
what's your white cat's name?
oh, Caspian.
Caspian.
Prince Caspian, the demon.
Where are you?
No, like Valorant has. Oh, we'll talk about that in a sec. Because there
Valorant
is
has
some action.
abilities.
Yeah, and there's lots of things happening. Prodigy finding the first. Fixie again has gone down, unfortunately. Really yet to sort of connect with that Neon right now. But no, what I was going to say is
Here we go.
there's so many sharp players.
Why are we
down
delivering the
mid.
spike to our opponents?
And look, the sharp players
Raid boss down.
do some damage. But now Jar can get the res. Who's he going to res? Emin coming back. But Pasco Field already has the flank. The Nebula will fade. And
One
no one's
enemy
looking,
remaining.
no one's looking.
Spike down mid.
Maybe Emin looking.
Last player standing. I have the
Okay,
spike.
45. There's time. Nightfall available. One Prowler. Safe plant.
Spike planted. Face your
The ult
fear.
info he does. Reverse way. It's going to clear out all of the con.
I mean, Lloyd Dream's
Got-
coming in with an operator.
Yes, season color line. Hey man. Hey Conky, that's a good res from Jar, right?
That was a good res from Jar. Good choice. He was definitely the
Well-
one that meowed.
Meowed louder.
Yep.
You also took out White Cat for the first time, so maybe that's the way that things are going, right? Take out White Cat and Zipto win round, don't, and Team Secret win round.
Now, what I was trying to say very, very quickly is, like, there are so many sharp players just across the Valorant realms, right? Like, you know, you'll come across the bloody Jet or Reyna player in, like, Silver 3 that is feels radiant, right? You know, that's how it sort of feels. But it's the ones that understand the game over time at the deep macro level that become good, you know? You don't have any of those really crazy aimers kind of at tier 1, so... You just hope that they can, you know, be taken, nurtured, listen, educate themselves on how to play the game at a deeper level, and then, you know, maybe one day
Have
they'll
you,
get towards that tippy top.
Have you heard of Paper X something? Because let me tell you, that guy can aim.
He's, yeah, kind of good.
Tech pause right now, for those that know.
Tech pause,
So
knowers do know.
We vibing, but it does look like we've got buys across the board, so we are all good to get back in towards this one relatively quickly.
How
See.
long was that tech pause from memory? The famous one. that was
An
ended?
hour and 20-something minutes, right?
Oy, oy, oy. Crazy,
Dax,
man.
black and blue, goated to carry that one.
Yeah.
I would have.
Look, Dax can yap. That's all we know.
I'll find you.
Bye rounds. Zipto, are you going to be able to double down, or a Team Secret just going to
Toxins
look to regain control of this one? Just had a little bump in the road, but still looking for the course.
I have the spike. Spike dropped.
It'll be one of these differences as well for a team like Team Secret, where they're running the Sage and not the Vice or the Deadlock, where that barrier wall, as soon as you place it down, you can potentially break it, you can act around it. Though for Suka, that's very ill-advised. Just solo initiator with an ultimate available, peek out, B main dead. Not even resible.
Really rough there. I was going to say, the solo walk into main, even at this level, you know, you maybe think that getting aggressive on this map is the play, even solo, but apparently not here. However, it is going to be a trade a little bit later in the round. 30 seconds now. Lloyd Dream finds that opening. Oh!
30 seconds
Prodigy,
left.
lucky to be alive. Does get two somehow, some way. And unfortunately, Lloyd Dreams missed his opportunity. Now White Cat coming in on the flank. They're going to be ready for it, absolutely. Recon Dart goes in, and oh my god, it is like he is default dancing or something. He's just a distraction at this point. And, yeah, look, Team Secret Academy.
Could you imagine if Prodigy didn't get the kill because of that wall elevation, dies, and then it goes the other way? Like, that could have been very, very wacky. Still, don't really understand why we are just dry peeking in towards the site, into an operator, and dry teleporting in. This Zipto side at the moment is making some very questionable choices. Not gonna lie. There'll be a timeout in the back of it at the 1 to 5 mark.
Bro, do you know what this feels like right now? It feels like the old men just getting absolutely dunked on by the youngins. That's what it's starting to feel like right now. You know, this White Cat guy is just dancing on him. I love it.
Yeah.
Keeps you honest. You know, Zipto's now calling that pause.
Eman and Jar have been around for a bit.
A long time.
I guess the benefit of the doubt for Zipto is that they are on the attacking side, so they do move on to the more favorable side after, but they definitely don't want to see this peel out towards like an 11 or 1, you know, variety like that. Got to get 3, got to get 4. I'm still never a fan of the solo Bucky on the Neon in a save, but, you know.
And just so you know, Hot Sauce has been playing Valorant since 2020.
Hot Sauce has? Yep.
Yeah. He was on Bren for a bit. There you go. Suka. Just making it look nice and easy. Obviously, it is just the classic round. Lloyd Dream going on in.
Enemy remaining.
We find 1. And then Prodigy to clear house as well. So, yeah, I don't know. I am struggling to put my finger on the pulse on this one because right now it looks like...
It's all right.
No, of course. But just in general, TSA is certainly looking like a very, very solid prospect for a quick match.
I mean,
here.
I think that can be a bit tunnel vision because it is defensive side on Corrode, and they picked it, right?
No,
So,
I am right. No, I'm joking.
Make your statement, fool. Make your case.
You're spot on.
I do like this though. Sage wall, but it looks like Jar is aware. There's nothing he can do about it. Yeah, he knew. He knew.
He's been white catted, bro.
You've been scratched by a white cat, yo.
Yes.
Stay cold.
Claws are out. Hot Sauce also out of the seas.
Did lose Lloyd Dream at the same time, by the way, over at Link. So it's going to be that 1-on-1 trade. You're losing your Sage, but you still got access to your entry as Fixie over at this B site, where there currently is nobody home because Team Secret are angling for more of a mid-hold and into a retake scenario. Well, let's just get back our guy who has the ability to completely get information on the whole site.
All right, well, this is a Viper's Pit. It's going to be a very interesting round. They're going to move quickly. Nightfall out. Prodigy to be taking point. Lloyd Dream gets the information. Dimensional Drift trying to find it now. Fixie popping the ultimate. Reza finds White Cat though. Big opportunity here. Suka gets one back with a trade, but Emma, a response. Fixie another. Inside the elbow as well. It is awkward, but Pasco Field can get one back. Does have the heal, but no res. Nothing more further. Moving into the snake pit now. It's awkward. Pasco Field does get one close with the shorty. Reza, last alive. Low HP. Pasco Field feeling that decay. Feeling that burn. And it's close and personal, but it looks like Reza has just done enough. There is no time, and Pasco Field, well, he did well, but Zipdo did better.
Yeah, in the 4 versus 5 as well because of that res where there's a Nightfall invested by Suka, Lloyd Dream with the Dimensional Drift as well. I think you've navigated that one quite well as Zipdo to be able to pick it up. A couple of opportunities and a couple of misses and whiffs, you know. The shorty over at the elbow here, kind of the biggest one for me. The fact that Emma is able to find that one completely turns it over into a balanced equation instead of a disadvantaged spot for Zipdo. Well done. On the back of their timeout, getting the second on the board. Got to go again, though. Still, the money looking all right for Team Secret Academy to have another bye.
Here.
Now no longer going to have access for a little Dimensional Drift pocket play either with Prodigy on the Cosmic Divide. I'm keen to see how they pilot that on the attacking side. Very powerful. Walk into the line again. Okay, they double.
Totally good. Fixie starting to find some opening kills now. Suka trapped in a really awkward position. The fast lane will give some respite for a second, but now's he spotted. Does get the opener. Could be on for more here. Suka, no. Oversteps is welcome a little bit, but White Cat, they have to take the whole bloody party to deny this man. And Zipdo, well, they are slowly but surely putting one foot in front of the other. 3 on the trot. And a reset economy to a degree for Team Secret Academy.
Yeah, man, with the plans at the end is going to have access to the Nightfall coming into the fresh rounds too. So another key pivotal component on the attacking side to try and get as many rounds as you possibly can. Need to capitalize on these advantageous positions and scenarios when you're given them, especially against the party mix affair from Team Secret. Vandal, Marshall, Bucky, Guardian, Sheriff. 5 different weapons on 5 different players, but one central idea for Team Secret here. Lock them out of A main, hold down mid with the distanced weapon of that Marshall, and for the remainder of the squad in towards B main to hold together. It's not a bad game plan in this sort of position. False sense of security too, only hearing the Sheriff to destroy the Prowler. If you go for the swing around B main, oh, you're walking into that stack of some better weapons. So I'm at least liking that for Team Secret for now.
Bring them down.
Both Prowlers as well. Used over towards B. Definitely loving this as Team Secret.
Gonna be a full-on retake, it would appear, at this point in time.
Yeah, uh-oh.
Pasco Field, has managed to just slip the net. No, you're exactly right. They've just cleared off the angle instead, given the full gap to the yard.
30 seconds
now Prodigy
left.
doesn't want a bar of it either, so they're just going to wait for this full retake. I don't even know how this one's going to line up. Everyone seems to be a little bit confused, but my eyes, well, they're on that bloody White Cat. But Airman, that's what you want to see from your fade. Locking down the position, the heal to come through from Ja. And any opportunity back into this round has completely been ripped out of the hands of Team Secret Academy here.
One enemy
just with the Marshall, not with much else to support it. Pasco Field does get one, but he's taken low, and Emican can secure his 4K. Now the Nightfall online. 4 rounds for Zipdo. They had a slow start, Komodo, but they are feeling the resurgence now.
Yeah, but I think they still got to try and navigate the next important round here, Mitch. The proper rifle round to come back through from Team Secret Academy. It's not going to pull away from the fact that that was sharpie shots out from Eman for the 4K in the rounds. Team Secret Academy calling for the time out. 6-4. Lion's share heavy lifting at the beginning of this half as well for them. If it comes 6-6, you know they'd be a bit spewing, thinking that they'd have really good halftime on that defensive side to switch over with some ideas that they'll be formulated, ready for their own map pick of Corrode.
Little pep in their step. Even a smile. Just to get them all pumped up. Whatever he said, I like it. Yeah, just trying to gain a bit of a further understanding here about what needs to come on through. An opportunity, you know, to really kind of take this series by the firm grasp.
Important round for both sides here. You lose this one as well for Team Secret, and you're not got too much money for the next round. You're alright as Zipto, but you're still trailing, and you want to try and maximize the affairs that you can on this attacking side to make that defensive side smoother for a close on what should generally be the more favored side of this map. Very patient default spread across the map and a gap in mid, void of Team Secret players. Different look will echo out as well when you hear that Sage Wall over towards the B site instead of the general A site that you've had. This is why you expect there might be a bit of a trap play there, just clearing it out instead. Your own dark cover. It's going to force out some retaliation utility from Team Secret. We're going to read this one wrong.
I have the spike.
I have the spike.
Ball's about to break you up. So they've got the time, they've got the opportunity. Pasco Field, oh god.
30 seconds
Going to be a little bit of a rude awakening here unless he does just shoulder step. It does have the resurrection available too, so time will be of the essence. In towards the side, information gathered onto his position. Has to tail it out of there straight to elbow. And now as the Nightfall goes out, information will be gathered, but only just onto the one player. Jata secure now, but it's going to be awkward, Komodo. They are fighting for this early. Relay bolt, Pascafield finding the opening. Fixie does get the trade. Emin another. Now they're looking to do some further damage through this wall. Suka will connect. So will Lloyd Dream. Maybe winnable, but Emin does fight and fight harder. Suka needs to look for more. Hot Sauce clearing around the corner. And man, it has just been an absolute fall-off for Team Secret Academy. Zipto have worked it out. And I think denial of service on Whitecat has been a big part of that puzzle as well.
I think it goes pretty deep into that round where there's just a bit of a wrong call from Team Secret too. Right, when they see no immediate breaking of that barrier wall over at the B site, they kind of get the idea that it might be a little bit more pressure building in towards mid or around A main, specifically when you get that dark cover over to the main A main choke point as well, right? Bit problematic for Team Secret now into the last round of this half. They are a little bit lesser equipped. Need to get them heals out immediately on a Fixie because this is a bit faster paced towards the A side of Lloyd Dreams. Well, you've just been caught off guard.
Jesus. Absolutely quick. Really making it work here. Putting the pressure on Hot Sauce. Looking to get a second, but Pascafield will be able to find him back. They'll still have that res again. But it looks like he may actually well be found here. It's a really awkward line. There he is, taken down immediately, so not having a chance to use that resurrection for the rest of this half. Whitecat on the flank does find the opening. Takes down Emin, who's been having an absolute heater. Looking for Jar, finds more. There's an opportunity here for Whitecat to get in there. Information gathered, but Fixie gets up in his grill, finds the shot, destroys the Prowler, pops the overdrive, the decay, but it's not even going to matter. He pulls out the Judge again, but maybe it will. Maybe it will be that sweat, that extra bit of pressure onto him, but he peeks in. He's denied. And Team Secret Academy, they can stop this train of Zipto and find a seventh to restabilize the half.
Potentially didn't need to go for the wide swing with the Judge in that spot, but you're feeling a little bit of pressure and want to try and close the round. That flank of Whitecat when alive is great. You know, you got an opening kill from Zipto in that round as well. Mitch, if Hot Sauce wins the duel on the pass go field, different scenario, I reckon. Anyway, no time scoreline 66. It's 7-5 in favor of Team Secret Academy, but now they go onto the Prodigy when he gets the Cosmic Divide in this half. Actually use it because he didn't whatsoever until the round was done at the last round of that half. So just a wasted ultimate on this map that is actually quite impactful, especially against this composition the Zipto are running when they don't have access to the flashes. It can really stop them. Cosmic Divide with your own team and that Yoru can certainly go well. Just around now. A
little bit of orb control.
Playing the 2-2-1. Jar with the wall that currently won't go over to the choke point itself. Interested to see where he actually wants to use that, if at all, a little bit later on.
Time to jump.
Gotta remember, double duelist as well. Team Secret now on the attack.
Oh! No way he
Spike
gets
down,
one.
mid.
That's incredible. Fixie somehow able to live on for long enough for Eman to close the gap there. He's been having a very, very good game so far, but now as they do peak together, White Cat takes down Eman. And it goes back to that 3 versus 3. 30 seconds left. Prodigy taken down by Hot Sauce. Information and positional advantage gathered. Now 20 seconds. They start to sort of march their way over towards one of the sites. This B will be selected. And now White Cat with his sensitivity on 50. Faking out the plant. Reza not interested. Just going to wait for the rotation to come back from the rest of the team. They can engage on this one as a unit.
Oh, you got to expect that this toxic screen has to go up at some point in time, and if it doesn't, you're surely knowing there's a bit of a flank.
White Cat already spotted as well, taking the dink, meaning he's down to 28 points of HP. Reza just waiting for the penultimate timing to try and make his way through that toxic screen. The remaining members through the mid area. White Cat taken down. Lloyd Dream looking for something, but that's just a good retake from Zipto. Patient, calm, not overextending.
Thank you.
Kind of putting the additional sweat onto Team Secret. Good response, pistol. Now 1 round the difference.
They just got a lot of good patience from them, honestly, and you're exactly right. How have they got Nakel in towards mid when we're switching from pistol to knife and trying to allocate our crosshair at the right spot from Fixie here? Don't even know how the knife pull-out was actually there in the middle of that battle.
30 seconds left.
Toxin screen down.
Some good crucial pistol tools in a couple of individual moments in this round, but when it comes down to the end, when the push comes to shove, it's just good patient coordination from Zipto. And from Reza as well. Yeah, have a little look to the scoreboard too, by the way, Mitch. I don't know if you've seen yet. Eman is just destroying 17 kills. The next on his team is 7. He's certainly doing a lot of lifting on this Zipto side in the fraggy department.
Info gathered. Just buying their time here now. Don't need to overstep. Don't need to walk into any of those pistols. Very minor investment, obviously. Emma just farming up a storm. Pascafield does get 1, and it does get a little gnarly here for Fixie. We'll be able to hold on as they march through that nebula. Again, really, it just comes down to that position where it's kind of a shooting gallery. Prodigy should never have gotten 2 there, but the classic is a free weapon that is given to you at the start of each round. Zero charge.
Yep, $0 getting a bunch of credits over towards your side there as Prodigy gets some confidence in the kills. Get closer to an ult. Fire round time. See actually what the attackers do have for us, if it's going to be a little bit more of a coordinated assault or if it's going to be more of a default, because if it's a default I'm going to be depressed. You picked this map, should have a lot of good game plans, and this is the round where you get access to a lot of your abilities, maybe not so much as your ultimates, but you know, a lot of the rounds are dictated with the solid just rifle rounds. Good game plan for a counter as well for Zipto.
Straight on in. Fixie does manage to at least force them back for now.
Yeah, just draw out a lot of their utility, to be honest.
Yeah, that's really all they've done for now.
Which is fine. You stall Team Secret as soon as they reveal themselves with a Prowler. That's your go signal to use your own abilities to either catch somebody off guard
Enemy removed.
or not.
Sorry, Fixie. You don't get to play this round. And Pascafield 1 away from the res too, so it's a big outcome. Jar can't have the same said for him.
Gone silent before reapproaching for a hit, but I believe there was enough noise that Hot Sauce would have heard.
I'm out of here.
They're going to go for it. How aggressive will they get in? Hot Sauce finds one and Reza a second now. As the snakebite does go down, that's going to be a hell of a lot of damage. Pascafield has to go for the res here, but still, it is a little bit awkward. They've got time, they've got space. Em and Jar, they don't have a hell of a lot of weaponry to try and make this happen, to try and get this conversion, but they're going to walk out quickly, and that Season's going to immediately catch Pascafield, who has to now go massive, but he's denied, and that's another great round there from Zipto, where the team dynamic is just excelling them into the latter parts of these rounds, and they take the lead back in the bonus, despite losing the opening pick.
Yeah, I like what Zipto did in that round, right? They have the idea for the counter B play outside main. That's a check in the line. They do lose Fixie first. All right, that's a bit of a fault. But what I really like is the just denial of services from Reza. The Molly put down, getting some extra kills, and then the Seize play as well from Emma. And the fact that it does get the catch, and they're able to together take the first fight, and then go on for the final assault together. It's just some good little heads-up structure from Zipto. Also not depressed because Team Secret did show us that they had a proper execute at the ready. But it was all through the single choke point at the end, so maybe a little bit of spaghetti.
And sometimes it's in the bowl, the other times it's falling out of the pockets. You know, you can't choose what you're given. You just have to accept it.
All I know is mum's spaghetti when
I'm out of here.
I hope your knees are weak. But Pixie certainly aren't. That's a solid stance. If he got 4 there, I would have potentially screamed. That would have been god tier. Yeah, Eco, sure, but you still love those moments, because what you're seeing now here is the classic, right? You've had a really strong opening from Team Secret Academy. The youthful excitement, you know, they absolutely start to dance. I think Whitecat was like 12-2 or something. Now he's 15-10. The old crew, the old heads, the experienced Zipto have now just got the action back, and you can still see players like Fixie have got it in them, right?
The wrinkly brain versus the smooth brain.
That's exactly. No chicken fillets here.
Time out for TSA. They're going to get their searchers on, trying to search for an idea on this attacking side.
Oh, look, as I said, right, you know, it is a challenging prospect, because no matter how sharp you are, you've still got to be able to put all the pieces of the puzzle together. You know, you start with the corners, you find the edges. You just can't dump the middle pieces and hope it all comes together, right? You know, you got to work it all out slowly.
You know what's funny?
Yeah.
In the puzzle department, I got my dad once upon a time a joke puzzle. It was a pure white puzzle to try and put together.
Oh God, you demon!
So you solve the puzzle, and then you can draw on it, and then you can break it up and solve another puzzle with your drawing on it. It's actually pretty cool.
I like
but the
that.
hard part is
idea.
just solving the full white puzzle. You know what's more demon-like? Giving me a full color spectrum puzzle. That, no, go away.
What do you mean? It's just gray, right?
Yeah, but that's the hard part. Because they're all different, like, little shades here and there. And
They're
it's like, oh,
different
this piece
grays.
doesn't go-
I'm just trying to understand the detail of it, but
I thought it was already 4-0. I thought that's where we were at.
Who knows? We'll work it out. It's all good.
Here.
It'll get explained, but we're back in the game. That's all that matters. 9-7. It's happening. Lloyd Dream is making some quick moves here. Fake out, thrown in. Information gathered, though. Hot Sauce able to find it quickly. And now it starts to get awkward. Relay Bolt goes in. Jar able to slip the net. Now as these members are all in elbow. Man, Whitecat just being denied time and time again, because now they're trapped. Now they're feeling the stranglehold. Emin has to be careful, but he does give up the goat. And now as they walk in on towards the yard, it still is a little bit awkward, but Zipto have an opportunity to try and slow this down.
Oh, I don't like this from Reza. He's walking into a bit of a choke point that is very, very sprayed on wall. But he walks on through to try and help out, and Jar gets traded. Uh-oh.
Real opportunity here. He's already found 3. He's picked up the kill with the resurrection. Man, outside of Whitecap, this guy has been incredibly impressive, but having that from the shadows at least does manage to slow down the time. 35 seconds, and now they start to reapproach over towards this site of A. Still, we do have Fixie,
30 seconds left.
who does have the overdrive, can get aggressive, can try to move his way through this. Nebula on the wall! It puts him high, and it actually sets him up for success. Now he can destroy the wall. Now he can potentially pop that overdrive, but he's got to wait for Hot Sauce to come in.
2 smokes for Hot Sauce, 1 already thrown on out. Fixie trying to see what he can do at the moment, dancing around the site, and he gets his head removed.
He got too excited, Komodo. He overcooked himself. He could have waited that little tiny bit extra for Hot Sauce, but now Prodigy hiding behind the Sage wall, looking around the corner, gets the information. The wall's still up, and Prodigy will find the shot, will connect the dots, and that is another round for Team Secret Academy on the board.
Oh dear, this is why I'm saying I really don't like what Fixie is trying to do in through the link, in through towards the team, right, to help on out, because your team has done the heavy lifting. Hot Sauce, Jar on the side, it's a 5 versus 3. Yaman turns around at the wrong time, and Jar, and whoever it was, past Gofield was watching the link smoke. They're knowing that they're going to walk through it. These awareness factors need to be reeled in a little bit. First round on the board for Team Secret on their attacking side. They do have to go through another big gun round of Zipto. And, well, Fixie's just dead. He got killed.
Yeah, man. Fixie, I think there's been 4 or 5 rounds where he has kind of been the one disappointing the rest of the team. Now Whitecap opening up. Pascafield does get that frag, but Jar has been the hero in this one. Will he be able to... Oh, the reload, the pickup! Oh, my God! That is uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah. Just disconnect, though. Reroute through mid. Res your boy. And take the 4 versus 2.
Jar has found 3. Has got the res on the Fixie, as you mentioned. The Seas doesn't quite go the distance as where it's wanting to find. Now Suka, Pascafield has to go huge. Wall goes up, does get destroyed very, very quickly. And now they've got to really be ready to activate. The Seas doesn't quite connect. And now as they're ready to try and go in towards this position to try and fight the good fight. Jar looking for the ace, but it will be denied by Reza. Man, Zipto is just the whole kit and caboodle, the whole package deal, Komodo. And 10 on the trot. They have looked almost immovable since the latter part of the first half.
Could have been wonky, though, in this round, right? Whitecat, when he's on the overdrive, had he found Jar, who does just manage to scurry away in towards main, like, could have been a different story, because that's what, like, backwards and forwards on the kills, Jar would lose that duel, no res, no advantage, round loss. So
sorry, Jar!
Jar's able to escape there, and then get the kill. And the res, they know it. They know it. Zipto, double digits, looking to extend into 11 as well now with the investment from Team Secret.
I'm just laughing. That was Reza saying, sorry, bro. Took your ace. Respect.
Well, look, team effort in this current atmosphere, though, for this stage is what we need to see from Zipto anyways. I'd be way more worried if it was a one-person affair for a team like Zipto, because you know there's going to be some teams out there that will absolutely punish that.
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, look, all I can take away from this so far is that Whitecat and Pascafield have been very impressive. Now, Jar, there's a little bit of extra time against those Sheriffs to wait for the barrier wall to be taken down.
I saw a world in which he was just going to get one bead through that smoke on the spray.
Oh, yeah.
Bring them down.
Seen it before. Eamon.
Don't want to overplay your hands.
Playing with fire.
But no Phoenix today. To the B site we go. 30 seconds for Team Secret to get in.
It's left it pretty late, and they're going to be walking straight into the helping hands here of Hot Sauce. They've even bought some additional time here, Komodo. 20 seconds. Guys, you need to find the the side here, but they've got the wall out. Loydream's actually opened up with one, but Emin has had his ace stolen. Fixie, I cannot believe the audacity of this man.
Easy enough.
Hey, I mean, first we had, wait, who stole
Reza
Jars?
stole Jars.
Reza stole
Fixie
Jars and
stole
Fixie
Emmons.
steals Emmons.
And that would have
So now
been an insane round from Emin too.
So their hot sauce actually just gets an ace and no one steals it, right?
Look at
He's
this,
not
look at
been a part of any of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
aim.
One more rifle round. If Zipto were able to win this one, it would shut down Team Secret's economy again for the last round of the, well, half potential map. Well, for the next round anyways.
Spike down mid.
Fixie had a moment, he had an opportunity, but it's Loydream and Whitecat to open up with a few. And now it's all left on to Reza and Jar. No chance for the resurrection.
But
Reza one away from the Viper's pit.
Correct. So they'll renegotiate the field over through mid.
Ooh.
See that no one's home, but will
I
they?
like this.
Will they 50-50 the right
Blocking
spot?
vision.
Do they choose to go A or B? They recognize that. Yeah, they're calling it wrong.
Gotta go. Watch out.
They're gonna have to run a marathon.
That's okay.
Now
They've
they
at least
know.
called it quick. They've called it quick enough. Where are they going to go? Straight through main or into link? Okay. They head around in towards main. They're going to have to engage in the yard.
Here.
I am wondering if Prodigy wants to use this Cosmic Divide at all. Because you can cut some good amount of this site and cordon off this retake.
Into the elbow they go. It's going to be a tough one with the lack of time remaining. Slow orb is available, but it's not really going to matter when Prodigy's ready to hit some shots, and so is Loydream. This game is still going to continue. Team Secret Academy pick up their 9th. Not going to drop the knee just yet. But I can't help but feel like that was Zipto giving them a little bit of a helping hand in these opening mid-fights. Look at this.
Spike down.
Yeah, it's just a scrappy mid-fight, to be honest with you. I think the way that Zipto navigated the retake at the end there was pretty poor, though. When they're angling themselves, I'm looking at the radar, they're kind of clearing angles where they're opening up to another angle every single time. They're not actually sectioning off together the different exposed positions, so a little bit unfortunate for Zipto. Early pit, splooging out towards B main, exactly where Team Secret are with the Dimensional Drift and the Cosmic Divide and the Nightfall.
Face your fear.
There's the Cosmic Divide, as he mentioned. We've been looking for it. What's the engagement going to be, though? And Fixie, Hot Sauce. Oh, here we go. Complete denial of service by Zipto. Prodigy trying to be the hero, but he is denied. Hot Sauce with 3. And Zipto, well, they have found
Match
map point here on the map selection of Team Secret Academy in Corrode. The wheels really fell off this train, didn't it, early?
Yeah, that was just a really poor execution to come through from Team Secret, to be honest with you. Loydream feeling like he's going to be able to get out of the drift and catch Emman off guard, who's already just in that pocket. Has a lot of space. It's not a tight pocket. It's not tight enough where you can just slip in there as an individual. There was enough space for, 4 bodies to essentially be in there. So that's a little bit rough from Team Secret, trying to one-dimensionally bully their way into that B site. And now their HP is just going to start to get destroyed in mid. That is disgusting. They knew the Odin was here, Mitch. They knew. And they still chose to attempt it. And they did not. And it's done.
I love it. What a fantastic way to finish the game. Zipto.
With some better performances, but they do still miss out on playoffs over in Pacific, where DFM from the Japanese region did get it instead. Wave by wave, I'm excited. Over on the upside with the Breach, it's not a general common pick on a lot of maps, but still there's some teams that do favor the Breach on this map. You'll generally see it in line with the Sova instead of the Fade that Suka is piloting, so some slight little nuances there, though we have seen a Breach and a Fade with a Cypher and an Omen before, Mitch, but that's with the Waylay, and that's what RRQ was.
Interesting. Alrighty, well, there is a little bit of early pace as Fixie tries to take point over towards the side of B, which is obviously where we are going to have Pascafield sitting, waiting. Relatively split up, though, as Team Secret Academy start to have a little bit of a posture towards A, looking down the lines, but nothing spotted as of yet. Jar just getting that info.
Zipto on this attacking side, going for quite the split around the map. See what Eman and Fixie are going to be able to keep interested over towards this A side as well with the drone and stuff. Going to beat the stun? No, but are going to get out.
He's A-okay for now. So they really haven't collected a hell of a lot of space right now, Zipto. They're just sort of buying their time as it looks like they are going to aggress their way towards the site of B. And Pascafield's going to be the first to open up here. Jar gets his head ripped off. Whitecat going to be joining out towards the other side of Market. Now as they double peek again, it is going to get a little awkward. Dark covers go down. Whitecat finds his first, sliding through. That paranoia looking awkward. He's in there like swimwear. And Eman is going to go down quickly to Pascafield as well. Great opening round there from Team Secret Academy. Not dissimilar to what we saw in the opening there on Corrode as well.
Yeah, correct. I mean, Zipto just opting to start on essentially the, well, or are starting on the attacking side in both of these maps. Going to just see how many rounds they can get and make the defensive side easier, you'd assume. And not a lot of kind of nuance around that pistol round either. The fake being spotted over at A main and seen falling away kind of leads into a good little rotate and read for Team Secret and a heads up call for your Cypher to be ready.
Camera taken out.
No plant as well for Zipto means it's just going to be this full eco. Lead in for Team Secret to, well, maybe win this one flawlessly.
That's done together. Fixie straight in there, not going to be able to connect with the shot. Lloyd Dream will pick him up. Cyber Cage goes down as well to give some additional space, but you know, these kind of rounds are always going to be relatively straightforward. Not really much that can sort of be thrown at them. Team Secret Academy pick up their second 4 alive. Pretty handsome looking bonus too as well. 3 Bulldogs, an Outlaw. And now the investment to come in for Zipto. This is their chance to kind of get the ball rolling into this map of Sunset.
For sure.
You're nothing.
And a big bonus round that you're going to have to go in with. There is an Outlaw in play still as well. I don't actually know if the Outlaw echoed in that round. So it might go unknown. Zipto, then an opportunity. And if they're not getting the full shields, have to be careful of. Hot's going to be the only one with the lesser shields. There's a big trap over at the A site currently for Team Secret Academy, just leaving a lot of requirements on that B site to Suka. Gonna clear out with the Prowler, and at least no one's home for now. Really an important position for Zipto to see what space that they can get and start to figure out that it is going to be a bit more of a stacking to be.
A little bit of information gathered. Now Fixie trying to take point in towards that position of top mid. Finds the information, but already it's a little bit of a back and forth. Jar finds that opening. That's going to be Whitecat pushing in alongside Prodigy, but Hot Sauce will deny. Beautiful stuff done. Now Pascafield does connect the opening shot. Still alive, but Cypher is being forced off the line. Fixie to connect with the shot, and a much better looking round so far for Zipto. Eman to close the door on Suka. Zipto find their opening round. 4 alive. Not too bad for Team Secret Academy, obviously. Back off the bonus. They'll pick into that gun round.
I mean, it's pretty good for Zipto, the fact that they survive with 4, right? When you wonder that they're running in towards the stack, essentially, over at that A site, it could turn upside down pretty convincingly if Team Secret are getting the right quick shots in the crossfires and catching Zipto off guard. So nicely done from the attackers that they're able to just get through that one pretty cleanly. And now we get into more of the meat and potatoes of this map in the early phase of the first half. Operator is out for Whitecat. In the, we'll call it a 1-1-3 if you want to, because Lloyd Dream starts in the market to shut the door and will go pick up the second mid with Prodigy 2, so they'll start to shift the defensive positions. Massive premium on Whitecat. Try and find something over here. He gets revealed with the operator. You would assume that Zipto adjust accordingly, so I do like that, actually. Get off the line, don't get spotted, and still have the element of surprise.
Yeah, sent packing by that poison cloud. So really starved of information at this point in time. White Caddy is getting a little antsy. Wanting to try go for that further peek. Now, rotating back around, collecting the spike, poised towards top mid again. That's where they did find their success previously, but now they're going to open up the market door. They're trying to buy all of their groceries, their meat, their milk. Let's see what they can find on towards this site now as Lloyd Dream just trying to buy some additional time. They still do have the trip down the cage available. Not yet fully onto the site now, but Pascafield finds Fixie, taken down quickly. Lloyd Dream also found, but Pascafield looking good. Suka buying some additional time, gets the rotation around, and Suka playing that distance, denying Hot Sauce's information, and Pascafield is just like the iron bloody wall on the site of B here. Team Secret Academy, they bite back.
Well, gonna have to see Zipto start to try and figure out where a lot of this utility is and positioning to off-put him at the moment, because he's kind of meandering around the site in the right angles and finding the right timing to peek in toward the cages. His teammates getting the rotations as well over to the site when he's kind of stalling out for enough time to permit that. Got a good bunch of reveals coming on through as well when you consider that Team Secret are not running a Sova, right? You got to see a little bit more work done by the Cypher on the camera and the fade util. So really well done from Team Secret Academy, though that disgusts me, missing the one-way smoke. I will say that.
Scanning ahead.
Caught him.
Stabbed. And I'm doing the exact same. Lloyd Dream. Oh, Jesus. Head absolutely ripped off there. Prodigy, White Cat getting some shots done, but Fixie finding at least one. Suka has been looking crispy in this one too, so denial against the eco again. White Cat narrowly missing that shot, trying to pick up the pieces will be Reza. Can't quite connect onto the spike. Destroys the horn. He's already going to have some support there as well, and Pascafield's going to get him from the flank. There we go. Another round going the way of Team Secret Academy, Komodo. Not dissimilar to Corrode, as we mentioned, where there was an early resurgence before Zipto kind of got their act together, so to speak. But yeah, it is only round number 6. Plenty of action still to come.
Yeah, for sure. Not seeing a lot of value in the pushing and pulling affairs, though, for what Zipto are trying to come on out with, right? Not even really the massive coordination for the top mid play. As I look at that, Hot Sauce's paranoia comes in too late to not actually assist Fixie on the Neon. They had an earlier peak player as well, so I really do need to see just a little bit more thought process and togetherness to come through from Zipto. And in this sort of round, if they're not able to do so, well, it's for Team Secret to start to run away on that defensive side. Already starting to fall on back and shift the operator towards mid is allowing for a sensational creep up towards the safe site. Need to be aware of this.
Shadows traveling. Here.
Just don't turn around.
Oof. Man, Suka has been absolutely murdering.
Was Fixie looking the wrong way? Because it was pinged out by Hot Sauce to look that way, and Fixie's looking towards short, doesn't even turn. He's getting sprayed. I hear one bullet from Fixie, like there was just no reaction there.
Cover going out.
Little disconnect.
Huh.
That little shake. Making you question your decisions. Oh, Reza thought he could get below the tripwire, but
30 seconds left.
It doesn't quite happen. Dark cover towards top mid, looking to find that space now. Pascafield finds Reza. Man, Zipto, they're kind of tripping over themselves a little bit here. The neural theft goes out. Pascafield with another. Eman does respond, but White Cat finds the shot back, and Lloyd Dream to deny. This is absolute decimation from Team Secret Academy right now. Zipto yet to find anything.
The way that I see the Team Secret squad right now is they're not really having to deploy anything on this defensive side. They're not feeling any pressure. They're getting the right information in the right positions on where Zipto are. It's not even really hard calling, I'm assuming, that it's coming out from Team Secret Academy, because Zipto aren't like forcing them to do so. What Zipto are doing at the moment is extremely readable, and Team Secret are just able to read it at the right time, adjust as quick enough. It's really well done from Team Secret Academy at the moment.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. They're completely locking him out, but what I see now is, you know, something similar that we did see in the previous map, which was a early timeout, which basically just allowed the side of Zipto to kind of lock back in, right? You know, they did look a little disjointed. They looked a little overwhelmed. And now we've got a sincere opportunity for them to kind of get back focused, get back into this map. Because if they do leave it for too long, you know, admittedly, yes, sure, TSA on the defender's side, the stronger side of Sunset, but we do need to see an activation from Zipto if they want to try and close this 2-0 and keep their top of Group A.
Group Alpha versus Omega. Which group would you be in? You an Alpha or an Omega? I feel like you're an Alpha.
I'm a beta.
No, you're Alpha Chad Conky. I'm Omega Solo Dolo Komodo.
Sure. We'll go with that.
This is quick.
I love you for the way you are.
Thank
But
you.
in towards the site, Hunter's Fury looking to connect with the members back of Spawn, but Rees are actually finding the opening here. So this could be a really big resurgence.
I know
It's around with only the
exactly
Stingers, the Sheriffs. It could be a big one because they do invest the Neural Theft too. They do
needed
have
to.
the Rolling Thunder.
They know that it's being set up, though. They get the pings. They can see the silhouette already.
Oh my god! That's a good opportunity. Fixie gets 2 here. White Cat denied. The Rolling Thunder goes out, but it doesn't connect onto anyone unless they're deeper. Jarnad trying to control the line, control the shots, connects with everything. And look, Thrifty off the back of a pause. That's kind of crazy.
It's a good idea, right? On the back of pauses where you've been conditioning slow round after slow round after slow round. Because legitimately, show me another round that has been that pacey from Zipto in this map so far. You ain't finding that. That's quick in towards the A site. They get in, they destroy the utility, they neural theft as well. Gives Jar and the squad all the information they need to remove themselves from the site, which is what the silhouette, as I'm saying, of Lloyd Dream exposes, that they're getting ready for the Rolling Thunder. That is key information for Zipto to just disconnect and get ready for all of the cross angles back to the site. That's really well
Great
done.
play. And look at him now. Straight in towards the side of B. Lloyd Dream will be able to open up with 2. Hang on a second. Hang on just a minute, Komodo. Finding 2 tornadoed by Hot Sauce, but Pascafield, who has been the bloody thorn in the side, finds another shot. Eman now has a really awkward sort of prospect here. Does have the spike, does have some space, does have some utility, but he just has to waltz out of B main and, you know, he's sitting there licking the wounds of his team.
Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't hear of the MR1 versus 4 story before.
Hey. I did.
Oh, really? When?
We're writing the story right now. Damn.
Look, that was really done quite nicely from Team Secret as well. When there's a lot of pace and they need some quick reactions, when I feel like if they choose to go towards the B side of things, you've got Pascofield who's just around there. But it's really the fact that Lloyd Dream has just come away with that little 180 or 130 degree flick in towards Boba, shutting down the Neon of Fixie on that overdrive. That is really well done. Starting to get just a lot of great rounds coming out from these teams in these moments. It's good.
Yeah, absolutely. We are seeing some really good signs from Team Secret Academy right now. Lloyd Dream, though, the nice little segue.
Hey,
How
I love
good
that.
was that?
Fixie to just get straight in toward tiles with the high gear that Neon offers. You get the shock dart at the ready. As soon as there's a single bullet towards the opponent, they get slowed and guaranteed shocked because it'll beat the door.
But look at the rotation, Komodo. They're all here. They're all coming out from Boba, and they're going to be sipping that tea in Pascafield. He hasn't found the defuse denial, but he's on towards the site. The stun up onto Hot Sauce. Wants to get out of dodge here. The shrouded step is denied for now. The fast lane goes up, and now they engage. Eman with 1 denying, but Prodigy, Pascafield, Suka, they all find the frags until Jar tries to make something happen, but he's denied. Reza, all alone in the clutch. 1 versus 2, still inside the pit. Can't find anything. It's awkward. The regen shield does afford him some extra space, but he's just going to wait. He's going to let the pit go down. He's going to bait them into submission. They've got the info. Pascafield on the line. He connects with 1, but not quite the second. And is there enough time? No, there's not. Suka can't find anything except the operator and his deny to the Radianite.
Oh boy. Oh boy, that one gets really close. Team Secret Academy started to get a lot of kills when that pit was up. That's one of the cool things about the Vipers, right? In this current meta, when you've got the Omen Viper set up, when that pit is online, it spreads so much on the side of B, and it can become really difficult for the defenders to retake. So the fact that they actually have a lot of bodies available to go in for a retake there, a lot of utility access, a lot of crossfires that they can start to establish, it makes it interesting. Bullets spraying around everywhere. Gets fun, but gets annoying for Team Secret when they don't come away with that round, and it's another over towards Zipdo. Now starting to get ever so close to, you know, well, not really ever so close, starting to get closer to tying it up, getting a 7-5, these sort of things. And now we're back to
secured.
standard proceeding.
White Cat. Oh, God. Playing with fire, my friend, and you will be denied. But Pascafield there to pick up the pieces. So is Lloyd Dream. Eman finds one back, but now has to park forward. They do get the spike. Eman still with the Bulldog. Doesn't exactly have all that he needs. Pascafield taking space.
I like it. Yeah. Calling for the rotation, it'll beat them to the punch. You've still got the neural theft that you can use if you start to cross in through mid. Just reveal out where your opponents are, because you've seen them not go through B main. They've either gone through market or gone to A.
30 seconds left.
They clear the haunt as well, so unless there's a world in which the Zipdo guys have found the minuscule gap up through market, you know they're at A, and now it's just confirmed with that one. You could even spray it down if you wanted to Asuka, but it's better to just wait for your team here, to be honest.
By time.
Hey, that's why. That's why.
Yeah, that's why it gets a little bit awkward, doesn't it? They are ready for Pascafield, pretty sure, but maybe not. No, Reza has to do it all alone now. And it's going to be so hard. Did clutch out that previous round, but now there's so many angles to clear, so many understandings of where they can come from. Nothing really else needed, just the utility, just the fight here. He hears the pitter-patter of both sets of footsteps. Prodigy doesn't clear the angle, doesn't go over the top, but now they have the information. Pascafield's still alive, but he has to try and swing this, and he will be denied. Pascafield has had an absolute heater and will continue to do so. The 10th round goes the way of Team Secret Academy, and they continue to put one foot in front of the other.
A little bit of an awareness gap, unfortunately, for Eman there. When the neural theft bodies are all in towards mid, you got to assume that when the Sova rips that hat and they get the information that they can still run up and get behind you. I mean, there's even shift walking coming through from Pascafield in that one. Eman just not ready over at elbow, leading on towards Reza to try and clutch it out, and can't get the job done at the end of the day, unfortunately. 7-3 now. Team Secret are chasing 9. Gonna be the eco to come through from Zipdo here. See if they can come away with another thrifty, perhaps. But doesn't give you good confidence for any more strength on this attacking side.
Where are you?
All that information now gathered. We have seen the Sheriffs do some good work for Zipdo here, but I don't think it's going to be the same sort of prospect. White Cat, oh my god, denied. It's awkward, but he pulls out the shorty and does manage to find one. Now looking to reaggress, reposition, has the Outlaw in tow, but they've really been slowed here. You know, that was their sincere opportunity to try and get something done, Komodo.
Yeah, nicely done on the C's from Suka. Now you got the double stun follow-up as well. Lloyd Dream just going to stall you out. Back to the drawing board. Reset for Zipdo. And a stacking, I mean, 3 players here anyways.
Oh, this is such a bold angle from White Cat. Oh, they've overlooked him.
Our spike carrier is
He somehow gets one, but
Spike
Eman gets
down
2. Sight now secured. Hot Sauce finds a kill. Outlaw picked up. Neural Theft thrown in. Jar gets info. Prodigy now awkward. And you spot on. Paranoia does cross the line, does split the net. Now they're on the elbow and they got a no!
Ooh.
Jesus, man. These Sheriffs and
Conky.
Zipdo, what a combo.
Last
Conky,
round
what did I
in the
say?
half.
Unless they thrifty. And they damn well thrifty.
Guys have been going to those bloody thrift shops, the markets, picking up an old North Face for 20 bucks.
They're gonna
Player
pop
standing.
some tags.
One enemy.
$20 themselves
I got
in
you,
their
boys.
pocket.
that's
I
lame.
got you, boys. Nice hunt.
Hell yeah, you do, Hot Sauce. You've got him in that one for the trades to come through. The smokes to bail him out. What a round. What an effort by committee, though, to be honest with you, for Zipto in the end there. Lots of trades. Jar with the shots, getting the neural theft. Oh, yep, that's a headache. You don't like that.
And that's such a huge pick as well on Pascafield, who's been the real demon on the side of B. Fixie into position up towards Boba. Lloyd Dream starting to get the way in now. The Rolling Thunder will go out. This obviously is the last round of the half. Execution. It's happening. Action is coming, and now they engage on towards the site. White Cat at the helm. But these members inside main, inside the market. Shots not coming out from Prodigy. Reza taking him down. And now they're trapped. Now it's awkward. The stranglehold on towards the side here as White Cat tries to clear in. Will be denied. Reza getting the shot. Fixie another. And Lloyd Dream, well, mate, I think you are going to be denied. Absolutely. The Hunter's Fury to close the round. Zipto, a gentle resurgence, and we get a similar scoreline to what we saw in Corrode, 5-7 in the half.
Yeah, a bit of a comeback for Zipto there. Thrifty into this round. Changing of the sides in the last map, really, that Zipto started to have the awakening affair onto that defensive side, remember? So, still on the trailing department. You can pick up the pistol, you can pick up the second, you'll equalize, you start to look towards what your guns are going to achieve. Got some different looks as well with the abilities of the stalling, right? Where you've got the big pop plays available for what your Fade and Breach can set you up for White Cat there on the Team Secret side. You've got, on the flip side for Zipto, a little bit more informative controlling action, I feel, with the Viper Omen.
One enemy remaining.
And they just drop like flies. That's a crazy round to be coming out right now. Pascafield,
Yep.
he's been good. But,
So,
yeah, look, not really much to say there. 5-man swing out mid, okay.
is it just a day of mid battles for pistols? Have we had some sort of gentleman's agreement that middle pistols are just happening today?
Now
'Cause
that I
last
think
series
about
had
it,
a lot of them too.
remember the very, very first round that we had on the evening where it was like 3 sheriff kills?
Yeah, on
top
Ascent.
mid on Ascent. Yeah.
And we had a Sunset mid fight as well, and we've had it on Corrode. Like, a day for it, as the term is colloquially said.
A day for it.
Meanwhile, Pascafield just chilling up on 18 kills at the moment for Team Secret. See how many more he's going to be able to find. It needs to be a team play, though, not just an individual, especially over towards this attacking side. He can get out some lurks and stuff for sure, but needs the team to lift.
Ooh.
And shoot.
Fixie really needs to be careful. We've seen a few kind of kills where his impact has been lost purely by giving up his hand a little bit too early, and this could exactly be that opportunity, Komodo. This is not what you want to see in a round like this. Suka, White Cat, they're low, but the Seas might be able to line them up. Reza does manage to get 2. And he holds on for dear life just for now, but as old mate Jar has to walk on in and try and do this solo, Suka has slipped the net. He's picked up the Bulldog, and he has the spike. Where does Jar go? Where does he sniff this man out? Because it looks like we're going to just see Suka do ring around the rosy.
He's got the wrong read, but it'd be funny if they actually meet up back towards the A site or not. 57 HP for Suka. He needs Jar to walk the wrong way.
Lucky. That's all I'm going to say. Lucky.
Yeah.
3 kills from Suka. Classic for 2. Like, that's going to be a horrible looking bonus here for Zipto now as we walk into the 15th.
It's definitely an opportunity for Team Secret to re-establish a lead and figure things out, but you still want to see some sort of investment from Zipto, because if you're giving the guys over at Team Secret here, you know, if they, let's say they go in with 5 Vandals or 5 rifles and a couple of light shields, if they all survive, they reinvest shields and an armor, and they've got and abilities, and they've just got a very strong next round against your, you know, kind of first proper gun round after your own bonus. So understand the investment here for Zipto too. See if they can get some good chipper damage in, and be very, very scared for that outlaw that they've just heard echo in the server, because all of them will die to this.
My God, I haven't seen that skin in forever. My word.
Well, that was the first skin for the gun line, right? For the
yeah, I remember.
What's it called again?
I can't even remember, but it says like unstoppable in all different languages or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. This buy for Zipto, ugly. The positioning from Fixie, though. Oh, man. Capitalizing on the lack of shield. This actually could be massive. Look how close and personal he is. Does he at least connect with one? No! Oh,
He moved
Fixie.
his crosshair.
He did.
He
He's
didn't
broke.
need to. Just had to shoot.
He just needed to shoot. And now you've got Hot Sauce, who has no shield. And just the Sheriff, Pascafield needs to basically walk in towards that line, and he gets caught with the paranoia right at the end. This is looking good for Team Secret Academy in their first gun round. Suka now looking to get the spike planted. Jar does find one, but Reza has the Bucky. And now he doesn't have a life either, so they know exactly where Jar is. He's going to walk down from the elbow. White Cat connects, and that is going to be Team Secret Academy still holding on to the lead.
Just the bonus round at the end of the day as well, so I think that's what the mindset just has to be for Zipto in the result of that one. Still hold enough credits in the coffers to make sure you got a proper gun round coming on forward, but I'm looking towards a couple of these ultimate positions on the side of Team Secret Academy. They're getting pretty close to a couple of great ones. And a team that, with this agent composition, they can get up towards these ulti orbs around the map a little bit easier than Zipto were going to be able to do on the attacking side. Can definitely see an angle for that Nightfall and that neural theft to come online here. Oh, thank you, Suka, for landing that haunt. Can't tell you how many teams I've seen just miss that haunt time and time again.
Love to see it. Reza has done very well to keep these aggressive members of TSA out of the market.
Yep. Keep TSA out of your pockets. That's for sure.
True.
Pivoting around the map, though. Pascafield could start to keep some interest over at this B site if he grabs the orb instead of just plays Lurk. Because now we're exploring a Zipto.
Fixie could get some serious information in just a second. No, Suka! Fixie has had a mixed bag, hasn't he? Some good information, some good damage. Pascafield taken down by Jar. Now Reza walking down mid. They look for the cross, but Prodigy will connect with one. Reza gets the second, but it's taken as well. Hot Sauce now has to go on this rotation. Lloyd Dream finds Jar, and oh man, it's falling apart. I just feel like Zipto were a little bit disjointed in that moment, and Team Secret have been able to really capitalize on that, so Hot Sauce is going to go for it. They've got no money. They have to try and take this opportunity, and he's so close to the dark cover. Where do they go for this? He has managed to actually get his way out. Just a little bit of a creep, a little bit of a look, and now as they waltz their way back into main, Lloyd Dream surely going to get taken down. He will. Does have the paranoia, does have the dark cover. Maybe there's a world where they can do this. Walking in now, goes for the aggression, just forcing him off the line, seeing if they can keep and they do line up. Damage is done, but that's well played from White Cat. Oh,
yeah,
man.
Hot Sauce on the wide swing there was probably the ill-advised position. Go for the shallow one and the spot out, and then maybe go and toy with the spike. Anywho, that's not where the problems really stemmed for Zipto. It's the fact that they do lose that opening kill, and they get caught in transition towards the B site. Why are we pushing through our own toxic screen that's about to start fading over at the side of B as well? These are quite the questionable things over towards Zipto, and around such as that, you make those costly mistakes, and it can cost you a map in a series. Need to be fixing it.
Where are you?
And also need to be seeing more from Fixie.
Definitely needing more from Fixie.
I'm out of here.
He's just been a little inconsistent. Guy you need to rely on. Only with the Sheriff here, but spotted out quickly. Warning shot. And look, Hot Sauce has done well there to deal with the tweaker in White Cat. A deep line picked up here. It's awkward, though. Pascafield does spot him out. He's only got one bullet in the Sheriff. Does reload, but does get taken as a trade. Now Reza, M, and Jar all trying to find a couple of warning shots. The Prowler does go out, does get the information. Jar, oh, he's found another. And now going to start to creep in. He does have the neural theft, but it's a little bit too close for comfort. Now Emin has to go around back towards the elbow. Not going to be ready for it, I don't think. Suka spotted. Little noggin seen, but he does walk out at the right time and is able to capitalize. So some really good damage dealt by Zipto there, but if they're unsuccessful here, you know, Team Secret Academy may very well run away with the rest of this series. I
feel like Jar got a little bit too overconfident in that spot as well. Gets the 2 kills. He's in a 2 versus 2 with Eman. It's on the drone. Doesn't really need to go for the peak. Can reset together and go at it as a unit. Could have had a better, more favorable option there. These are a couple of must-win rounds now. This is going to be a big swing round. You drop this, it's 11. You drop the next one on Eco, it's 12. And then it's 5 map points for Team Secret to push us into the third and final 6th map for the day.
Face your
Great
fear!
shot from Prodigy. Already finding that opener and really starting to put the further sweat on. Whitecat finds one, but Emin does at least in the trade. Fixie now looking for the frag, does connect, brings it back. Spike is dropped exactly right, Komodo. Now he's pissed. He's got the overdrive out. He's looking for some further control, but it's going to be awkward. This stalemate inside mid, the duel as it burns, the time running out, the finger guns are declining, diminishing. Emin picking up another in the process up towards top mid. Now the Aldro gets the info, but that's Whitecat. He's quick on the sticks and the trigger, the finger on the pulse. But now, where do they connect with? Him and Pascafield need to try and find this. This is a Walton and Do-si-do. And offense is Fixie. It's Neon on Neon action. He's looking the wrong way as the slide doesn't connect. And that is going to be Whitecat being the hero that Team Secret Academy deserves. 11 rounds, 2 to go to convert Sunset and take us to Icebox.
That one goes real scrappy at the end of it, though, for Prodigy and for Whitecat to get up towards top mid as quick as they did. Really well done. And then I just feel like from there on out, Zipto makes so many wrong decisions. Right? They have Eman re-peeking top mid by himself. He gets in his drone and he just gets slid upon by Whitecat. You're going for a double re-clear in towards market when you've got the spike and you've already seen your opponents in there making noise as well. You get traded 1-for-1 and Fixie, I mean, he's just looking the wrong way as well. He's been looking the wrong way nearly all of this map, unfortunately. That was a crucial round that Zipto needed to be finding to hold on towards this series, make it doable in 2. TSA looking to have discussions here in this timeout as well, of course. And their timeout discussion will be more focused on how to close this map. As Zipto's is going to be probably, how do we just get another damn round?
Alrighty. Well, the last real sincere opportunity where, you know, we see it again, Komodo. A pause. Eco round. Will it be the thrifty?
Gotta go.
They're looking for one.
I'll find you.
That's for sure. Just the stinger for Fixie, and I have a sinking feeling that he's probably going to pop that overdrive in this round in one way, shape, or form. Retake, or you see a single member, he might even try to just drop that. Good shock dart to come out from Eman. Does destroy the trap wire at the front of the B main side.
Bring them down.
Pascafield, I'm a little bit surprised he didn't hear that one coming, given all the changes lately towards the Sova kits.
The spike.
Could have retrieved the trap wire and replace it, but anywho. Very slow start for Team Secret here. Leave no stone unturned, don't want to waltz into a trap. Understandable.
Have a nice day.
Where are you?
Yeah, maybe. They did lose map 1 though, don't forget, so it's not the greatest day for them, but so far on this map, looking alright come lunchtime.
Look, I've got the script in front of me, and it does say that the thrifty will be secured. So, we're just going to have to see. Engagement, though. Now it starts to get awkward. Reese has actually been tagged up, but he's found Whitecat. He's not narrowly missed the second, but just a little awkward here. The overdrive has been popped. Fixie finding 1 and 2, and a third, not quite. He's now low HP, and it's really awkward. My God, they've just dropped like flies. The Rolling Thunder has narrowly missed. Now he's had to pull the stinger back out, but he's taken down, unfortunately. So the script has been denied, and Team Secret Academy, well,
Match point.
they're on map point.
Well, I did expect that the overdrive was going to come out from him in that round, but it also feels like his teammates just around him were statues. They didn't really do anything around that B side, unfortunately. He had to try and kind of do it all himself. But Jar that gets the 1, but then they're just not able to get anything else happening. Kind of feel like Fixie needed to not be tagged down to 5 HP in that little long duel with the overdrive.
The rest
now
of the team just dropped like flies too.
Yeah. 5 map points for Team Secret.
Shock dart.
There you go. He's retrieved the trap wire to replace it. That's what I'm talking about.
I'm out here. Shocking. We're good.
Straight up. Over towards the side of A. It's quick. Vixie trying to deny it. The White Cat is going to get the slide and kick into the head. Prodigy finding damage left, right, and center. It's Emin, it's Jar, and that is going to be all she wrote potentially. Neural Theft to go out to try and make this final ditch effort. Absolutely every member inside the elbow. Emin does have the Owl Drone, does have the Recon Bolt. They all sit pretty. They all call this information. They want them to know exactly where they are. Recon Bolt goes out. Owl Drone goes in just to bait the information. They're buying time. They know the rotation is there. That's the control. That's the round. And that is Zipto holding on for dear life here.
Oh, Neural Theft are very key components in that round for Zipto, though. And now that they don't have access to that in the next one, if they're put in another position that they need the secured information, how are they going to do it? Team Secret aware of the fact now as well that these double shock darts are starting to come on down from Emma and time again to destroy those trap wires, to disallow any little easy flank holds. So he won't have shock darts to the actual hits. You can see Team Secret Academy hold on to them potentially as well, but a timeout here for them. Just don't get yourselves in a spot of complacency. Take every round at proper value. Don't just try to get the game done now. Your opponents will not fall over. They will give you a fight as much as possible.
How do you keep the boys composed, I guess, is the question now. 4 map points to hold on to. If they...
You're 12-8 up. Hold your ults. Don't be stupid. Have a big round and win.
Sure. White Cat go kill or something. Has had a quieter game. He's had a few moments. But really, the impressive key has been Pascafield on that B-site defense.
Yeah.
I'll find you.
Alrighty, what have you got? Well, okay.
Apparently, just a slide in, remove 2 heads.
We said it. We called it. White Cat go kill. And now Emin has to be... The irony behind this game, hey, you know, you harp on these storylines, you try to build up a moment, and then you just have a neon slide at you and absolutely destroy your dreams and your wishes. So it looks like, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be going to a 3rd map. Icebox is going to be on the cards. They don't really, unfortunately, sing tales of the jar 1 versus 5, as Pascafield will deny a fantastic round from Team...
What do you substitute out as the 4th, right? It's been Omen a lot lately. It's been Sage a lot. It's been Harbor a lot. So those are like the common Icebox agent selections. I don't even want to have in my mind that silly Reyna composition that we saw once upon a time with the Teo and the Gecko and stuff, but we've seen it. Speaking of, Teo, bye-bye. So we don't have to worry about that too.
It is still crazy to me, hey, you know, you get an agent that's so strong and then you nerf him into the ground where he's literally unviable in full.
Yep. Oh, and then
He'll
there's
come
also
back.
the global esports composition that have Chamber, ISO, Sage, Sova, Viper. That one I'm not a fan of.
Don't remind me. Look at this position, though. All 3 just holding deep down towards long, having a little bit of a look-see. Information gathered. Couple of warning shots from the Sheriffs. There is 4 in hand for Team Secret Academy, and they are walking basically straight into them. He gets dinked 149 in 1. No, never mind. It was the Viper decay, but it doesn't matter. It's still a great shot from White Cat. He does get tagged, and 3 members of Zipto are still living on, trying to sort of find the position, find the cross. Pascafield finds 1, and that's the second 2. So Team Secret Academy continue the trend of winning pistols in kind of an all-out brawl, I guess you would say.
Yeah. White Cat as well, for those that might have just been joining us or missed it, had 48.8% headshot last map on all the kills. That is quite a significant number. And he's just continuing on with a sharp cracker for an opener here on this map too with that Sheriff.
Definitely some Yuki aim business or whatever any of those aiming clans are called.
ahead.
Mate, just you play the game of Valorant, you do your warm-up and stuff in the game of Valorant.
What's the range? I've never heard of it before. Alrighty.
Hey, that's still a headshot? How?
Remaining.
Well, White Cat, you've broken Komodo. I think that's one of the first times that I've ever heard you, like, peak your microphone.
This microphone is just a, you know...
Still funny.
It's hard to get the settings dialed on this one. Put it that way.
That is A-okay. Yeah, that's... Maybe he got, like, aim punched. And that's why the bullet went up. That's all I can really think about.
Yeah. Anyways, headshot's headshot. First 2 rounds, Dunsky. Now we've got the buy to come in, and you do have to be ever so cautious that the Outlaw is in play still. Team Secret changing up the approaches, elevation angles around the aggression on this A site.
He's so confident, man.
It's good.
Yeah, happy to get up all in your grill. They are close and personal. Looking for that opening shot with the Outlaw around the bend. They get the info, but how deep can he peek? That's the question. Pixie going to be able to deny him, taking him down quickly. He does get tagged down to 10 HP though, obviously, so it does start to get a little bit tricky from here for Zipto.
Mid-rounding importance in a round such as this, though. In your first buy rounds, you've dispatched of the raid boss in White Cat. But still a lot to contend with at this A site now. Waiting for the timings for your util to refresh.
Nice little dink there. Lloyd Green finds one. Eman good for the trade, but Suka still doing some damage as well. Hot Sauce again, finding one back. So Zipto are at least creeping on in. Prodigy does join the fray. The Nano Swarm is going to keep him at bay, however.
30 seconds left.
The Cascade going up. The Cove to allow some solace.
Spike
And
planted.
now Pascafield just sort of trying to tap away. The regen shield doesn't come up just yet. As Hot Sauce will deny. So right now it's looking like it very much should be around in favor of Zipto. Now as the high tide goes up, Prodigy creeping on through. Just wants to try and find something, but it looks like Zipto are set up for success, and Hot Sauce happily to walk in with his 3K. Nicely done. Good response from Zipto. The bonus round denied.
All in order, all in norm. Gonna feel a little bit for the guys over on Team Secret Academy, because I did like that little set play that they actually have in the beginning as well. Cheeky elevation on some different angles, but
Thanks.
averted the crisis Zipto have. Starting to get into some good decision-making territories in this map. Force Pasco Field away. No, don't force Pasco Field away. Spray 3 bullets, get 2 headshot kills, and job's done.
That's insane. What a opening in the round there for Pascafield, straight from the boiler. Prodigy also getting another one for his troubles as well, so it's all in a Hot Sauce and Reza to see what they can do on towards the site, and they do have Suka just sitting behind screens waiting patiently. Snakebite will force him away, which is always a good outcome here, but they still need to get that spike planted, baiting out the nanos now. Hot Sauce wants to take point, wants to get aggressive here, and it is going to be a little bit awkward. Does get one, but Pascafield is still just absolutely snapping necks and cashing checks. 50 seconds remaining, 39 points of HP. Suka to deny, and Team Secret Academy, well, guess what? They're winning split 3.
That is a bold statement.
Certainly not a bold statement.
No, Paper Thin's not here today.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
come on, you can't do our boy like that.
I absolutely can.
True.
That was
Take
a
that,
great round
Clemson.
for Team Secret, though, to be able to find their defensive prowess at the moment. Not really defensive, is it? It's very aggressive. Lloyd Dream, pick that one back up, though. You've missed your wall. White Claw's missed his shot. White Claw, White Cat.
White Claw, a drink, and White Cat denied. Fixie does get one for his troubles, but Lloyd Dream will be able to get another back, and I don't really think there should be much in this round here, but apparently Emin and Reza are going to make good work of it. But Pascafield, well, look, he's just Mr. Consistent, it feels like. You know, all 3 maps, he has been looking absolutely fantastic.
It's also because his name's White Cat W in the lobby. So it's like, you know the whole, like, you can have the first letter and the last letter of a word kept in place, and you can jumble up all the inside letters, and you can still know the word, you can still read the sentence. You know about that?
Yes.
It's literally what I see when I see his name time and time again. It's like all the middle letters are jumbled up. And that's how it comes in my head, because the T looks like an L, alright?
Well, it's White Cat W, not White Cat L, which is good news.
No, but the T looks like an L.
White Core.
Poison's off.
Did we just teleport to B? That was crazy.
Yeah, wait. There's a problem.
Yeah, you're seeing
There's a
this.
leak. There's a leak. Hot Sauce can call an audible to rotate, even though his team is all the way in A. The Hunter's Fury. Oh, I thought that'd be a double bolt. I think that might have even forced a bit of a floater from Fixie. It did. He had to updraft.
I don't even think they know. This is a really, really awkward round now. Because realistically, Hot Sauce should be able to find hella information. The Reckoning goes out, sort of forces the hand. There it is. That's the pick onto the opposing Viper. And now as Fixie goes out, White Claw, White Cat. Oh, God, it's happening. Fixie's got some kills. That's all that matters. A 4K. Beautiful round from the big man. He had a couple of, inconsistent moments on the Neon in the maps 1 and 2, and now the Jet is opening up for him.
He certainly cut them down to size in that round, that's for certain. You got Hot Sauce off yonder as well, who did find the timing and eventually found Prodigy starting to rotate back on over. Probably wondering how he's managed to get up through there. You know, could have been an angle with the smoke in through mid, perhaps, that he's just waltzed under Orange and then gone into the top site. Or they smoked off. Well, he wouldn't have gone through Kitchen because the turret was actually up there and everything. Unfortunate. You know, Prodigy may never know how he has just been destroyed on the B side there. Doesn't even really matter. What does matter, Mitch? Zipto have a buy and Team Secret do not, because that's the economy that's been reset. And that's where things can start to be brought a bit closer.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's the blessed analysis brought to you by Komodo. Follow him on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Thank you.
TikTok. I'm on there now.
Bro, you've got grey hair. You're not allowed to be on there.
I post Valorant things.
Very good.
I'm on Soup too.
We're on Soup. Follow us there. souplive.com/ValorantN. The Team Secret Academy. Big task to try and defend this site here. High tide down. Sort of locking them in a little bit. A bit of pepper damage has been going through. It's awkward. See Spike now going down. Low HP for some of these members, and the rotation also coming in from Pascafield.
Well, in this sort of position as well, if I see Pascafield drop that lockdown, I am literally raging out of this room, because this is not a position that you use that.
Hey, there's an opportunity, always a thought. White Cat finding the first shot here. There maybe is a world where they do it. Recon Bolt puts a little bit of a thorn in the side. Lloyd Dream finds the shot. Suka, it's happening, Komodo. Emin has to go nuclear here. The Cove to give him some space. That's beautiful. The resurrection. They're doing it right now, Komodo. The swing. Jar has to go huge, but he's been denied. Do they have time? Yes, they do. A round which never should have been found. Team Secret Academy. Komodo has left the building.
No, because he didn't use the lockdown, so it's okay.
So he uses the resurrection. That's fine, but the lockdown's not okay.
Yes, because it's situational. The resurrection is more instant than the lockdown is. It's got like a 12-second build-up. Like, that res is way more valuable of use there. It's actually really well done from Team Secret. If they did the lockdown style of play there for the retake, that would have been appalling. But the resurrection there is goated. So, no, I actually give them... I'm not even joking. I'm not even being sarcastic. That was actually really well played. From Zipto, no. Go review that. That was bad.
Here.
I like that.
Do have a buy, though, Zipto, so they can look to crack some more noggins again.
Look, this series
Gotta
is
be
really
aware of the
anyone's game, you know. Still very hard to put the finger on the trigger, on the pulse.
Spike down.
Taken down by
Attackers
Whitecat.
spawn.
Very, very low. 2 points of HP. It's awkward. Hot Sauce getting them both. Beautiful reactive play there.
You'll take that trade, and now you've got an open A site as well with some missed timings as Mr. Suka slips past Pallet. Needs to make sure that he's got his crosshair at the ready, which he does. He'll actually beat them to A as well.
Thirty seconds
Oh,
left.
he's got a meal here, doesn't he?
Scanning ahead.
Last
tough.
player standing.
But there is always an opportunity. I was going to say when Pascafield was alive, but he has been denied. Fixie has well and truly returned to the server, looking awesome on this jet. 3 rounds for Zipto. And what's that economic position going to look like for Team Secret? Well, it's not pretty. Little all over the shop, maybe some room for a couple of light buys, but
Sage kill.
yeah. They've reactivated, they're reinvigorated here, Zipto.
That was some good calls, some good slotting, and I think as Hot Sauce, just some great shots on that double down. You know, you're definitely taking that trade if you fall off yonder as MN there. And you lose your life first to the ever so reactively sharp 100 millisecond response time of the cracked gamer here, known as Whitecat. Discussions to have. Team Secret holding the lead. Zipto, though, starting to figure out some good slotting of positions as well, right? Just inserting some of their players here and there in gaps around the map. Having some great success in exploiting that.
A lot of tactical timeouts have led to success throughout this series. Is it going to ring true again for Team Secret Academy? The hero Vandal for Pascafield. And look, it's an appropriate set of hands right now.
Deploying drone.
All the server utility over towards the B site, destroying the dart nice and early as well. So you get an idea that there's a little bit more weight of stackings towards the B site as opposed to the emptiness that is at A.
Take flight.
Also believe... I wonder if it was the Vandal of Pascafield that did destroy that one. Doesn't really matter anymore. The timing's gone away. Zipdo starting to get in towards this A site, and that's where Team Secret start to pivot their forces towards as well. A misread on the economical situation, though, as Zipdo do decide to put in this lockdown. You can draw out another ultimate. You'd kind of be laughing as Team Secret.
Maybe just looking to try and 100% this round.
Bomb grenade out.
Some utility to go out from Jar. It is going to be a bit of a slow retake here, but they'll buy that additional time. They are all in position. The Cascade will give them some additional space, but now as they move in towards the screens, the Reckoning will engage. Fixie finds Loitering and Suka doing well, but there's Pascafield. Whitecat finding more. Prodigy as well. Reckoning will keep him at bay for now, but Pascafield's still alive. They've got weapons here. It's all about the post plant. Do they have that utility? I don't even think Hot Sauce has the snake bite, but you're exactly right. The Hunter's Fury will be engaged, will be popped. Pascafield really digging deep, looking for a breezer. Will take him down. Pascafield gets the information, but with only the turret, there's no time, there's no information, and it's breezer to close. 4 rounds for Zipto. And it looks like we're trending very similarly to the way that we've seen these opening halves, where Team Secret have opened up with 7 both maps in a row.
It is so expensive though. One player surviving on Zipto and 3 ultimates, round-defining ultimates utilized. I mean, Hunter's Fury, Reckoning, and Lockdown. In a misread of a buy that there was pistols and a single gun at best from Team Secret. I mean, even though you lose a round as the Secret guys, I think you're still kind of okay with how that one resulted. You can start to chip away at the economy here in this one. Find yourself some good rounds where you don't have to contend with the ultimates for pretty much the rest of the half. Because in 3 rounds to get another Lockdown, another Reckoning, another Hunter's Fury, that's not going to happen. They can actually set themselves up for like a pretty landslide close on this half.
Revealing area.
Poison's off. Toxins going up.
No movement though around the map currently. Operator for Whitecat still over at that B site. You've got Lloyd Dream there too, but it's the silent approach towards this A site. Makes me think the Team Secret are going to be happy to go for a retake.
They're in the utility, getting aggressive. Prodigy pops out the Viper's Pit, and he's taken very, very low in the process. Emin getting that spike fully planted, but it does get denied. The Cove has had to peel off. It's looking awkward. Paskerfield has already found one. Hunter's Fury completely exhumed now. Both obviously being used.
They can't rotate. They have to stay here. 20 seconds.
Yeah. No, exactly right. They've got no other opportunity. They've just got to go for it right now. And they're waiting for absolutely everything. 10 seconds. They've got to get onto it right now. This moment, Paskerfield finding another shot. Whitecat getting another, but there's Hot Sauce with 2. Denied though. Spike drop. Round done. There was maybe a world, maybe an opportunity, but unfortunately Zipto have their hands in their pockets for a little bit too long. And the spaghetti is falling out of the sides.
This is kind of the age-old thing that I keep harping upon, even in Tier 1 Valorant at the moment for a couple of these teams. On a map like Icebox, they keep on trying to force their way in towards this A side and try to set themselves up for these 5 versus 5 scenarios. The attacking team needs to go hunting first to remove players from the equation. Because if you're in a 5 versus 5 retake as the defenders and you've got access to a lot of your utility still that you've held around the map, going in for a retake like that is actually a lot easier than people think. So Zipto need to hunt for these Team Secret members a little bit earlier on, be a little bit more proactive. And again, this also highlights the fact that Zipto, without those ultimates, that they put 3 into the round, right? They don't have a closing strategy. That's why I want to see them also hold on to them and not just dump them all like they did.
Second to last round of the half. Komodo into the site now. Emin finding that control. Looking to push forward. Reza with the stinger connecting, opening up nicely. Suka, though, good for the trade. Fixie just on a little bit of edge at this point in time. Don't blame him. Does manage to connect with the shot, though, before he's traded out by Whitecat. Looking to get in towards that additional position. They're trying to clear it. You know, they have to get aggressive early if they want to do any further damage here. It's an awkward spray from Prodigy, but that just means that there can be a little bit of extra living on from Jar, but then he's ultimately traded anyway. Prodigy getting another big return onto the site. That is going to be the consistent 7 for Team Secret Academy, which means that Zipto are winning the next round. History will repeat itself, Komodo.
And if it doesn't, the Earth is slowly translating into a black hole, and we will all get sucked up. And time will stretch. If we've learned anything from Interstellar, then you'll reappear somewhere else many years later.
Toxins going up.
Or something like that. I don't know.
Revealing area.
Yeah, Zipto have managed to get close towards the A site, but they're having a couple of numbers still towards B at the moment. And, I mean, Whitecat's here.
Ouch.
Finished.
Oh, that's a bit uncharacteristic from him.
He's still alive. That's all that matters. Still has the opportunity to try again. Repositioning straight back onto the line as they once again reapproach A. Seems like it has been a little bit of insanity here. You're doing the same thing over and over again, hoping that it will work. Lloydrum has been tagged down. A heal up, though, to try and recover some sort of positioning. And as they move their way up towards the belt, Komodo, they are engaging on towards this side. They have to clear around, but Pascafield, well, you know, he is here, and he is the big man on campus. Lloydrum, Pascafield making it all work, and Jar, if he wants to continue this trend, he's going to have to try and find something. He may very well be able to destroy the lockdown. He's got him towards position, but he's very much given up his hand, and he does find one, but he is traded. Team Secret Academy, they break the curse, they destroy the plague, and they are only a few rounds away from winning out this series.
Yep, so outside of the script, we're falling in towards the black hole at the moment now, and everything is going to continue in a bigger, chaotic order. The insanity train is going to keep on continuing.
To upset the apple cart, you would say here, and deny the caster predictions. What's the pistol going to look like here, Komodo?
Well, if we've just changed up the half from 7 to 5 to an 8-4, maybe Zipto will be able to pull away with a pistol. Also defy the normal logic.
It's Pascafield again, man. You know, the amount of times we've been saying his name, he's been such an impressive player. Vixie. Oh, the tailwind. He wanted to utilize the rest of it, but he didn't quite hit the button. Whitecat does get the catch, and again, another player who's been impactful as anything. Damage dealt, Jar being able to at least find one. Hot Sauce now to join the fray as well. He's a little while away. Jar just has to be careful, walking straight into the crosshair of Prodigy.
Spike planted.
And this is where they sing the tale of the Hot Sauce 1v3, because look, Prodigy has definitely walked a little bit too far forward, completely solo, unable to be traded. Now they do double up, going over towards the belt, in towards the corner. Hot Sauce is just waiting to see if anyone will look to try and clear this. Whitecap, Pascafield, we know how well they've been playing. The wall will go down. He peeks the line. He looks to creep it. They do play the high-low. And Pascafield will close the round. That is 9 for Team Secret Academy. Komodo, they are singing the songs of this team. The Academy upsetting some of the bigger performers.
And if that does actually happen as well, it does give option for Sharper, you know, who are currently 1-2 to go 2-2. Then you're playing with the other scorelines. For Zipto will be 2-1. They have another game. They could go 2-2. You know, and it can really shake up the affairs of the parties, and we don't have one team that is just clearly above. Would keep things very interesting on the tail end to see who would be the what, top 4 teams that get through to playoffs, or is it top 3 teams that get through? I don't even know. Top 3 teams.
Great opening there from Fixie, but how much more can be done? Jar tagged up, has to hightail it out of there immediately. They've got the control. Fixie actually does manage to find another. The damage is looking good so far. Jar finding one despite being very, very low. It's awkward, but Lloydrum, Whitecat, they do manage to find a couple of shots back. Emmon's going to be taken down, and now it is all on to Fixie, who, look, admittedly, he's found a Vandal, but he's not going to be looking the right way. Lloydrum will take him down. And that is going to be 10 for Team Secret Academy. And yeah, look, what you were saying before gets me excited. We've got a couple of really exciting games I'm going to be on tomorrow. Talent Academy versus Full Sense. Nows versus Sharper. You know, really getting to kind of the crux of this group stage before we line up for the playoffs.
There was a definite world in which Zipto were going to be able to win this round, by the way, too. They had a 4 versus 2 at one point in time, just very disconnected. And I also, like, I know it's probably bad to say, the amount of times in this series that Fixie has just been caught looking the wrong way time and time again, it is feeling really, really rough for him. Like, as an individual, you gotta feel like you're just never really getting the chance to have a shot. But it's kind of to your own making at the end of the day, too.
The famed Zipto timeout, where everyone has a little bit of a conversation, working out what the go is. How do we reconvene on this?
Discussions aside, pistol and second round to Team Secret. Now coming into this bonus round with a pretty equal buy, all things considered. Some lesser shields, regen, but you got the same for Zipto. It's just that Bulldog of Lloydrum who's going to punch a little bit beyond its weight class here. Mid-split for Team Secret. Jar needed to get some kills confirmed, you'd think there, because that damage can just be healed on up. No, now they can't. Low Dream's dead.
Oh my god. Hot Sauce also down. That's the B-side open for free, and really what do you sort of do here? Just hoping that Fixie's going to be able to pick up the pieces here, and he absolutely will for now, but look at this rotation around from Suka. Going all the way, playing the long game, and he's going to hear the pitter-patter of the footsteps potentially. Creeping into position. Emma not looking, does clear out, but it's only information. That's all they need right now. Prodigy doing damage. This is incredible. Every single member of Team Secret Academy are looking hot to trot in this map of Icebox. There is no way this team looks like they're getting taken down at this point in time. Emma tries to make it work, but Suka will get the trade. 2 rounds to go. And Team Secret Academy looking for a fantastic upset in this group.
Yeah, that might be the bullseye on the dartboard, not gonna lie, right? They've been going down from 501 little by little in this map, and they're starting to just look for that, what is it, the triple or the double at the end to seal the deal. I do miss playing darts a little bit, but I'm not the one throwing here. Zipto need to make sure that they are having good ideas, good grasps on these rounds, because it is really slipping. This round as well, you have to get the thrifty variety.
Up super close and personal. I feel like Pasterfield... Never mind. I was going to say gets the shot here, but this could be a moment potentially. White Cat ready to trade his fallen teammate out. But realistically, again, you know, like you mentioned, with a weakened buy to allow Team Secret Academy to go to 12. It is just such a tough pill to swallow here. The high tide to afford some additional space and timing.
I guess it's not the worst thing in the world for Zipto too, right? Because they have already found 2 victories. They can still get into the playoffs. They can still have a chance of getting first, second, and seeing no Sharper, no Z11. And then there's a way that they can scrape in 4th position to the Pacific Ascension when we know that the other 2 slots are flexible slots for this region. And we'll go to Boom in the unless Nongshim get playoffs and into champions, then there'll be a 5th team that'll scrape up in here.
I believe in our Lord and Savior's Nongshim, Red Force, Packet
Good
Ramen.
noodles.
God bless. And
by the way, this
just,
round is just, it's just we have rifles, you don't. That's the expected result. We've been waiting for that one. Now it is D-Day, essentially, for Zipto. Do they have 8 in a row on this defensive side, or do they really not? Because let me have a look at the history that we've seen from them so far here on this map. 6-6, 8-4, 4-8, 6-6, and a 4-0 close in the very, very beginning of promo relegation. Those are some pretty close halftime scorelines on that defensive side, which makes me wonder. There's a lot of times that they're not able to just weather these rifle rounds, weather these ult rounds, and there's going to be a lot of those that Team Secret Academy are going to have here, Mitch. If I was seeing on those defensive bits like 10 2s, 11 1s, then I'd be like, all right, maybe they're going to be able to come back. But seeing 6 6s and 4 8s and stuff, nah. It's going to be mighty difficult here for Zipto.
Oh, yeah. This is a really, really rough pill to swallow right now. There's no sort of way to dance around it. I thought that there was maybe some life into this one for Zipto, but it was a very lackluster approach on that attacker's side. They just sort of, you know, descended into madness, repeat offenses on A, not really able to find position, trade each other out. And as a result, we sit here in a position where you would need 8 rounds on the trot, Fixie with the operator up, but... You know, where has Reza been? Where has Emin been? You know, it has to be an effort by committee, which is exactly what we're getting from Team Secret Academy.
Oh, yeah, for sure. They've been playing this map the way that they need to. It always goes a very long way when you're picking up pistol rounds and your opponents are not too. Like, you got to consider pistol rounds on both halves, and secondary rounds is 4 out of 13. That's, you know, let's just call it a third of the map. Done.
Here.
It's a huge amount of confidence for steamrolling.
Toxins going up.
And this might be all over here. So we'll have to see what the defenses and calling does look like on Zipto's side. They're not budging at the moment around the map when they spot out all of those numbers. Still have, you know, Jar over towards mid. Hot Sauce over towards B.
final opportunity here for Zipdo to continue to hold on. White Cat looking to try and get in towards position. Oh, there's a gap in that wall though now. They can't get onto the defuse quickly. There's ultimates expending. Pascafield finds it. The Viper's Pit does go down. White Cat finds another. He's absolutely decimated Reza. My God, this guy is an animal. Team Secret, are you watching, my friends? What a performance. White Cat and Pascafield, man. That is something special. You know, as you mentioned, we've seen Prodigy, we've seen Suka.